To begin with, I would like to thank the Congress Organising Committee. I'd like to thank our panel chairs. I would like to acknowledge my mentor, Florence. If it weren't for Florence, I wouldn't be here. I would like to also recognise our future in Eleanor. And this oration is actually sponsored by the Association of Medical Women of India. It's the Jihad oration. And Dr. Jihad was born in 1890. She was a distinguished gynecologist and she worked in Bombay. She was the first woman to be awarded the Government of India scholarship to study obstetrics and gynecology in the UK. She improved women and children's health in Bombay and advanced the cause of women doctors in India. For this, she was awarded the MBE, which is a member of the British Empire. This is a really, really high award in England. And to be given to a lady from India, it really recognises her contribution. And in 1966, she was given the title Padma Shri by the Government of India. Again, a very high recognition. Now, hopefully slides are coming. Why Hygea's daughters? In 1954, at the MWIA Congress in Italy, the Italian Medical Women's Society emblem was taken over by us and became ours. It's the replica of the first female physician, Hygeia, daughter of Aesculapius, hope I got that right, the Greek god of healing. I'm not that good on languages, and I seem to have two different Latin interpretations of her motto. One says, they cure in a motherly spirit, and the other one says, they heal in the spirit of a mother. Same type of thing. I'm just glad that Hygeia is our lady. So it's an honour and a privilege to be here. I served the executive for 18 years, but as I was recently reminded, I did begin last decade, which makes me sound terribly old. And I went from Young Forum to Chair of Scientific and Research, President-elect President, immediate past President, but I made a rebirth back again. And the reason I came back after being president was I was offered the position of chair of ethics and resolutions. And to me, I think that's actually the most important chair for the whole of MWIA, because they're the ones that work out what are our really important issues and from where we should do our advocacy. And my passion is certainly advocacy. Dr. James, can you hear me at the back? Yep. Dr. James Barry qualified in 1812 and became a distinguished Army medical officer, finishing up as Inspector General of Army Hospitals. It was only after the doctor's death it was revealed she was a woman and had borne a child. Dr. James Barry was the first woman doctor in the United Kingdom. I'd like to add a little bit of history to my last presenter, because you forgot about me. I can't believe you forgot me in your presentation. In 1878, with one female member, the British Medical Association held a special general meeting and moved that they ban women from becoming members. And I get that, they had one woman, that was enough. But I am proud to say 14 years later, the decision was reversed at the instigation of the South Australian branch of the British Medical Association. It was due to us the English took women back in. Oh, yippee! That's Sydney, that's my home. This is, thank you so much, big thank you. This is Dr. Jihad. That's our motto. This is our little group of presidents. That's a bit of our history, and we're up to date now. Yippee! So what do we do? Good question. What do? We do clinical and academic work. We do fundraising. We do advocacy work for our patients, and we do advocacy work for women doctors. So from the point of view of clinical and academic work, that's pretty straightforward. We obviously have an interest in data collection, research, teaching, and all that jazz. But we also have a big interest in the academic side of violence against women and of gender in medicine. Things like, do you know eyes are different? That they're in developing countries, women are 3 times as likely to be blind as men. Obviously, our eyes are different, correct? No. Women got in there and disaggregated the data, and they found in some towns the men were coming in and operating on men and not the women. They were giving insulin to men and not the women. That's why our eyes are different. We need women to do this type of research to solve the questions. We undertake fundraising. Our fundraising varies. This is my beautiful friend who unfortunately is no longer with us, Tulsi Basu. And in 1982, the Association of Medical Women in India built the MWIA Mission Hospital in Calcutta. It's the only hospital I know of with an MWIA name. And when I first met Tulsi, they had 40 adult beds, 10 children's beds, 1 labour ward room, 1 emergency one, 1 operating theatre, and 1 light globe. The rest was torches and daylight, no sutures, and they had 1 epidural needle they were reusing. So at this stage, a lot of MWIA members helped out with the Mission Hospital. Since then, we've obviously helped out a lot of other doctors with supplies and sent donations across the globe. So we're very good at donations. But it's the advocacy bit, that's what I'm here to talk about. Advocacy for patients, to begin with. So I guess the first thing is we've got Category 2 status with the with the United Nations. We've been involved with the UN with WHO since 1954. Basically, every 3 years, we have these meetings, and at these meetings, we often identify problems, write resolutions, and then work out an action plan. And we either have topics of the conferences that may lead our discussion, or we just have the resolutions that come out of them. So, to give you an idea of the issues that we have looked at, here we go. Are you ready? Hold your hats. Maternal and child health. I've got to put a photo of Rosemary up here because she's my hero. Rosemary, you're here. Good on you. Maternal and child health. Are you ready? Adolescent health, ageing, gender and medicine, the health of women in industry, access to medical services, child abuse, child health, conflict in arms, eating disorders, environmental medicine, family planning, HIV/AIDS, reproductive technologies, nuclear technologies, sex education, substance abuse, terminal care management, HIV vaccine, and violence against women. Woo! There's some of the issues MWIA has undertaken advocacy work. We're strong in the area. A quick little example would be when I was only a baby doctor, a young forum doctor. The government of Afghanistan in 1998 waged war upon women. Afghan women had no rights. They were all walking deads. With MWIA, I presented the dreadful situation for women in Afghanistan in New York at the UN in October 1998, and nothing happened. Then we went back again, April 2001, and what happened? Nothing happened. Then that was April 2001, September 2001, we had the planes, and then something happened. But we raised the issue first, many years ahead. From the point of view of violence against women, throughout our history we've undertaken advocacy. Oh, it can't be, but I didn't have my slides. For women. This is trafficking of women in 1927, we first started doing it. Violence against women you're very aware of. You're aware of the work we've done with Eleanor and the Nigerian widows. We also look at supporting women doctors and advocating for supporting women doctors. I don't need to tell you that women doctors are, here's our graph, we're the pink ones, lots of med students, very few professors. The blue ones, the boys, so many med students, far more professors. You got the idea. I guess you already know about it. We need strategies required to help our women doctors to reach their full potential. We truly need it. This type of thing is across the globe. All these women doctors have told me we've all got issues. Our future is in teaching advocacy to our medical students, taking our medical students to the UN, taking our medical students to MWIA meetings, taking our medical students to our local meetings. It's only through our medical students we've got a new future, and my idea is that really we should be training in advocacy. The advocacy training should start as core curriculum in the medical curriculum. If they don't learn advocacy, how are they ever going to change the world? So, since leaving the executive, I've facilitated many young doctors and medical students to attend UN meetings and learn about advocacy and MWIA. Women doctors have an honourable challenge to improve the health status of our patients, the status of women doctors, and also to improve the status of women doctors across the globe. If we do not improve our status, how can we ever help our patients? Taking up this challenge is not a charity. It is a unique responsibility. The challenge is enormous. I strongly believe that together, through advocacy, MWIA can make a difference. Long live MWIA.